a lot of us don't understand that, there's so many ways of doing entrepreneurship. There is no right or wrong way of doing entrepreneurship. So there's so many ways you can do it, but there's always shortcuts that can help you succeed as an entrepreneur. So one thing that's going to take you far as an entrepreneur are relationships, especially if you're starting up and you don't have a lot of capital. Having the right relationships in place can help you succeed as an entrepreneur. So that's one thing you have to build in your community. You have to make sure you're creating relationships with the right type of people. And I don't know if you watched our live, the live that I did with VIP Hansel. He's an expert when it comes to social circle and high value status and stuff like that. So just having the right relationships will help you succeed as an entrepreneur. So sometimes you make things so difficult, like, if you want to do something, just look for people in that area, the experts in that area, or the people that are popular in that area, and figure out a way to provide value to those individuals and sort of become involved in their circle, and also ask questions on how they did it and try to build relationships with them. So once you have those relationships in place, everything will make sense. You won't have any difficulties. So myself as an entrepreneur, I really struggled when I was coming up, like probably my first 2 years of entrepreneurship. I didn't know that it's important to have all these relationships in place. And at the time that I was starting up, I didn't have any capital to do it, but it's like, let me just start with whatever I have, and I'm just going to start. But the biggest challenge yes, he says social capital. You said it right, my friend. So the biggest challenge that I face is that, I don't have so much resources, I don't have so much money, and I don't know a lot of people. So, and I was in a new city. That's the time that I moved from Zimbabwe to here. And, it was hard. It was tough to do. But if I had known that, if I had the right relationships in place, it could have been easy for me to achieve whatever I wanted to achieve. But luckily, what I did, I moved to a different city for a while. And that's when I was staying in Vegas. So when I stayed in Vegas for a while, that's when I figured out, listen, I was doing all this entrepreneurship thing wrong. The easiest way to do it is to figure out ways to build relationships with people. And then once those relationships are built and we build trust with those people, they can help open doors for me as an entrepreneur. So today I feel we keep on repeating the same thing over and over again. Relationships are important. And one thing that I want to tell you that, believe it or not, 5 years from now, you might not believe it or not, Africa is going to be something else. There's going to be a whole lot of business activities happening in Africa. So you need to make sure you're in the forefront of it. For you to make sure that you're in the forefront of it, you might say, I don't have anything, I don't have capital. Build relationships with people. Build relationships with people like me that are doing things. Build relationships with other young people that are moving towards the right direction. Those individuals, when things start picking up, they're the first that are going to be in the forefront of the whole thing. So you got to make sure that, you're building relationships with those people. You're working on your relationships, just try to stay connected with those individuals. So yeah, so that's what I just wanted to say today. Relationships are important. It's something that I always wanted to say, that I always wanted to tell people, and I always say it over and over again. But it seemed like people do not really connect with it. This is it, man. This is where all the magic is. It's all about relationships. So yeah, so that's about it.